Hi everybody, my name is Alina and I help you with your confidence in English language. Now, today that I have to discuss with you is very important. I receive this comment very often. People ask me that, ma'am, what should be given how much priority? So there are four aspects to learning English. You have reading, you have listening, you have writing, and then you have speaking. Probably the most important one, but the most neglected one. So that is what I want to really focus my talk on today. Okay, so the thing is that I'm going to deliver an extremely important fundamental to you today. Okay, and it's a beautiful concept. If you hear me out for next 5 minutes, you're going to be completely blown away and you're going to love what I say, and you will definitely be implementing it in your life because you will be convinced, and when you're going to be convinced about something, you will implement it better. Okay, so let's talk about the importance of all these four. Let's understand how much should you be giving importance to each one of these. Okay, if you want to actually improve your English. First of all, there are four of these. Okay, you have reading and you have listening, then you have writing and you have speaking. Now these two are siblings and these two are siblings. Okay, so they are kind of step brothers and sisters amongst each other, but these two are connected in the most real terms because these two are your creation. When you write and you speak, you are actually creating. Okay, and these two, reading and listening, these two are not your creation. These two are a part of your consumption. You consume. When you do these two, you're consuming. Okay, so this is consumption and this is creation. First, let's understand the difference between these two. Okay, see, when you consume, what you're doing is you're putting fuel into the machinery. Okay, you're providing fuel to the machinery. And when you create something, when you create, what you're doing is you are actually putting that consumption, that fuel to test. Right? You are testing yourself when you're actually creating, whether you're writing or you're speaking. But if your final goal is to speak properly in English, okay, because let's understand, we are not really bothered about writing as much as we are bothered about speaking in English, right? Because a lot of our life, our career and our growth depends upon our communication skills, and these days when you're working in a multinational company, it is very important to understand proper English and to speak even more better. Let us first understand what our goal is. Our goal is to speak proper English or to write proper English. I think you will agree with me that you are more focused on speaking properly in English, right? So accordingly, you need to prioritize your stuff. Okay, if you want to speak properly in English, you need to create more than consumption. Right now, what you're doing is you're watching more, you're listening more, you're reading more, right? But what about the most prioritized item over here, sitting idle, not doing anything with it? Speaking. What are you doing with speaking? I think now we are clear about the distinction between consumption and creation, right? And you understand that creation is the hard part, consumption is the easy part. And because it is easy, it gets most of our attention. Let us first understand what our priorities are. I'm sure you will agree that your priority right now is to speak proper English. Right? Because that was my priority also when I was beginning on this journey of becoming fluent in English, right? So what we really want to focus on is to be very good at creation, right? We don't have to excel at consumption, which we anyway are doing a lot right now. We are consuming a lot in the shape of news, in the shape of books, in the shape of watching television shows, right? We are consuming a lot of it. But what about the creation part? Because when you are actually speaking in English, what you are going to actually test about yourself is your practice of creation. How much have you actually created? And as I told you, creation would include writing and speaking, right? And if we have limited time, like we do not have a lot of time to practice English, right? So if we have limited time, what can we do? Should we be focusing more on writing or should we be focusing more on speaking? I would say if you have only 15 minutes in a day, only 15 minutes, and that you want to dedicate to learning English, I would say all your 15 minutes should be going to speaking English. You should 100% be devoting your time to speaking, practicing your speaking of this language rather than focusing on any other thing. See, if you have, as I said, if you have a limited time, give most of it to speaking, and if you still have some extra, then you can go in for reading or watching or listening, whatever. You can go in for any other thing. But if you have limited time, I would suggest focus at least 90% of it on speaking of your language rather than reading books, watching Netflix shows. No, this is most important. Now let us understand a few facts over here. First of all, your division of the time between creation and consumption does not have to be 50-50. No, it does not have to be that way. It needs to be at least a difference of 10 and 90. You need to do 90% of creation and 10% of consumption. That is what I'm trying to say, okay? And even when you are devoting 90% of your time to creation, which would include writing, because you're doing it, you are actively doing it, you're putting your muscles to use while you're writing something, and then while speaking, again, muscles to use, right? You are actually actively doing something while you're doing these two things, right? Your brain has to work while you're doing these two things. So when you're devoting time to these two, again, some of it will be taken away by writing, right? Obviously some time will be taken away by writing, but then what are you left with for speaking, which is the primary most important motive right now? That is something that you need to focus on. What we need to do is to reduce this disparity between creation and consumption, okay? What you're doing while you're listening to TV shows and you are trying to learn new words and you're reading new books, you are creating and you're giving a lot of time to it. I need you to cut some time from there and start giving your time to speaking, okay? Instead of focusing on the fuel, I would say start testing the fuel more, okay? See, consumption will anyway happen, okay? You will hear a few things. You are going to read a few things on your mobile phone. You're going to listen to some videos. You are going to anyway do some consumption. Whether you want or you don't want, actively or passively, it is going to happen, right? So that is something your mind already is getting, okay? But unless you actually focus your attention on creating, that is speaking primarily, unless you focus your attention on it, that won't happen on its own. You will have to actively put yourself under discomfort. You will have to actually put yourself under pain. You will have to pay the price, okay? You understand, right? You can never get anything out of life unless you pay the price for it. So most important thing should be done first, not last. So I hope you got the idea of what I was trying to speak over here. I really tried hard to bring it across to you, and I'm sure it must have made some sense to you. If it did make any sense to you, please put down on the comments whatever your thoughts are. I would love to listen to them. If you have any new idea, any new method that you would want to teach me, because I'm always learning, you're free to offer any advice, any suggestion. I would love to hear it from you, okay? And as a homework for you, I have something nice for you. Let's talk about your homework now. You understand percentages, right? So now give me an estimate. Just give a little guess to me, okay? Just guess and tell me how much percentage of your time are you giving towards creation, and what percentage of your time are you giving to consumption, okay? That is your homework. Think and tell me. So where it can be a 60 and a 40, it can be anything. It can be 30 or a 70, 30-70, it can be 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. I'm sure nobody would have that, because I know you people are in this deep comfort zone and you need a push every now and then, one blow just to get you out of your comfort zone. And that is what I do with these videos. I hope these videos make sense to you and you are making some use of them. Please make use of it, okay? Get out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is the most dangerous thing at this age. If you remain in this, you are never going to actually get hold of your dreams, whatever those dreams are. Everybody has them, right? So whatever your dreams are, you can never achieve any one of them if you remain in this comfort zone that you are right now. If you liked today's video, quickly tell me on the comments, and you can follow me on Instagram. I will come back with some more nice stuff for you. Okay? You take care of yourself. Bye.